Hey guys, it's me Meteor. Welcome back to Kirby 64. Today we're going to be doing Neostar. Honestly, not one of my personal favorite levels of this game, but still, I'm just not a big fan of jungle levels in general because it reminds me too much of Florida, which I extremely hate living in, or hated living in, thankfully, very thankfully. But yes, anyway, pretty much here, you're pretty much going to see a bunch of spiders floating down, or I don't think they're really spiders. They're some kind of weird insect that looks like a spider, but it has no limbs. And again, now there's Piranha technically, so that's one thing there. Of course, you'll see those archers like usual, and you'll see pits you can fall down like this. Pretty much, you can identify the pits because they'll have a little green on top of them instead of just brown like that. Oh, that was a spike pit. What a shame. Expect to see plenty of that. I really don't like. Alright. I don't have a better alternative. Let's see. Can I at least get pitch? That's good. Pitch is always cool. I mean, look. It's quickly. Yay! Look how quick that is. Now, of course, there's one spot you want to go into. Down here, that's spikes. However, if you... I forgot you can't just stick with the person you want. If you go down here... Hey, look. There's the crystal shard. Unless you intentionally fell down every single pit, you probably wouldn't know that was there. Which is kind of a weird way of doing things, but whatever. And let's just go without a stone. I don't really need stone anyway for anything. Now, before you go any up, let's just go down here. And hey, look, crystal shard's right there on the little platform for you. So now let's go ahead and climb up and enjoy ourselves again. Let me just grab fire while I'm at it. Fire is useless here because we're climbing. We're not going forward. We're going up. Just watch out for everything here. And of course, if you try using... Well, that was a waste of time. Ow. I was trying to do something quick there for a second. I guess you could go quicker that way. Look at that. It's so much quicker than just climbing normally. If you just keep jumping that way. So much quicker. Ow. Of course, you have to kind of don't tap too fast. If you tap too fast, and you start floating. I just started trying to do that now. Interesting. Kind of cool. And then you'll see vines. You can kind of swing around, kind of like DK Junior style. Where's the DK3? No, I'm pretty sure it was DK Junior. Or rather, just DK in general. DK has a lot of vines. But I think DK Jr. was the first one that kind of like swung back from the vines and back and forth and stuff. So I'll give the credit to them, unless there was another game where you climbed on vines and swapped between them before then. Probably was. Pitfall? Is Pitfall involving climbing vines? And that would mean, well, I mean, you swing on vines in Pitfall. But when did that game come out? I don't know. Doesn't really matter. And I skipped something, didn't I? No, I did not skip anything. I'm good. It's the next area where I want to grab something in. For this one, it's quite easy. Just pretty much stay on this corner. Stay on this corner and shoot. Wait for him to stop breathing fire. Okay, try this again. There we go. Let's just pretend I started the battle right now. Nothing else happened. It's very safe over here. You can't get hit by the fire. Technically, if you're next to him, the fire goes above you anyway. It's kind of interesting. The fire goes above you, so it's not really too much of a threat to begin with. And he's already gone. And if you get near that guy, well, you're just gonna put yourself in line of fire, literally, and also get struck by arrows. So just be able to stay left in the corner there. Here you'll see little long log swings. Well, these are just logs by vines. The log swings come next, right here. See, look at them. They're swinging from side to side. Go ahead and jump again. Jump again. And then you'll start seeing circle platforms soon, which drop as soon as you land on them. Like, watch. But what we want to do is grab that crystal shard right up there. It's kind of hidden if you're not looking for it. But just quickly jump. And that's it. And then we have Invincibility Lollipop section. Just blow through everything. This is the slowest Invincibility Lollipop animation ever. like it's not even moving that much faster than Kirby normally runs. Except this time it can go through blocks, so that's some progress. Yay! And that's the end. Did I get 3 crystal shards? Did I miss one? I'll find out in a very quick second. I'm pretty sure I got all of them. Let's see. Yes, I did. I am very well correct. However, for this one, I've checked. Double checked, triple checked. You cannot get the ability you need, the combination you need for this level to get the crystal shard at the very end. So you have to go back and get it yourself. So let's head over. The best place to get this, and because you have to probably take a lot of retakes, is over here. Go over to this spot right here, which is Pop Star level 1, 2. And pretty much at the very beginning, take this bomb, go over here, and mix it with every time. Take stone. Probably should have taken that first. Well, that would just waste time. And wait for it. There we go. You want this ability. Bomb and rock. Once you got that, you can go ahead and escape out of here. That's the quickest way of getting it. It's right at the very beginning of the level for both abilities. So let's go back to Neostar and let's play this level like normal. When you're falling down, there's a crystal shard right over there. Don't miss it. Very easy to miss because you're going down so quickly, and it's over there to the left. You might see a small little sparkle if you're falling straight down, but that's it. Now we have a minecart section. DK this is not, but it's at least more interactive than, say, the cart sections in Superstar. But that's not really saying much, honestly. Those are literally just wait for stuff to happen. This isn't too much different, honestly. You just wait, and then jump now, and then jump again. Got it. You don't want to jump too high because you could easily jump over the crystal shard. I've done that multiple times. So you've already got 2 crystal shards already, and this pretty much just plays out for the rest of it. But at the very end, be careful, because you might think it auto-plays for the rest of the stage. It does not. There's something that comes up right there very quickly if you're not looking out for it, so just be careful. You want to make sure you keep this ability to the very end of the stage, or else you cannot get it. Technically speaking, the abilities do exist that you need. They're just in the minecart section, which you can't play as regular Kirby, and you have to kill them automatically in the minecart. You can't inhale enemies in the minecart either. So really, like I said, you cannot get it in this stage. You have to go out for it. Same applies to another particular section later. One of the later levels will also need an ability we do not get in the game. You'll start seeing that a lot more frequently from this point on, having to get out for an ability combination that you couldn't have otherwise found. Up here, I recommend going up here because there is some meat for you, especially if you're lower in health like I am. You want as much chances as you can to get to the end of the stage without losing it, because then you have to go back again and find another combination to get out of for. Kind of annoying, but it is what it is. Get that one up while you're there. Why not? At a certain point, this is kind of annoying. Here we have 2 Gordos and the I3 there. Always make sure you're very careful here. Kind of throw them ahead of it, even if that's gonna hit, because they will walk towards you. Especially in these sections where you see 2 enemies there together. If you go next to one too close, you're gonna get hit by one or the other. And then we have this section here. Pretty much, you want to keep jumping, keep moving. You'll start seeing those little water droplet things coming from above too. But as long as when you're going uphill, just keep moving, keep doing little hop, skip. Well, that didn't really work out, did it? It's fine, I still have 3 more health. I'm good. When you go downhill, things go a lot quicker. You can pretty much just jump once you get to the end, and that's pretty much it. And you could avoid all the little water spouts. And there we go. And then... wait. There you go. You start seeing these enemies. These little floating zapper things. And soon... I'll just wait. Here we are. You'll see those enemies. Those are really annoying for trying to avoid without taking damage. Those especially because they're aerial things. They're very quick too. Thankfully, from this point on, you'll start seeing food to recover your health with. Just avoid those little 3-pronged guys there. and just play your cards very safely, as usual. I can't believe I got with it without taking damage right there. Oh, woof. That was a pretty good combo. I'm impressed with that. Either way, over here, just use that, and now we're just gonna wait. We're gonna wait an awfully long time. The combination could also be mistaken for bomb and cutter. Needle, bomb and needle, because it's also orange. It doesn't look like it's dark enough to be rock or stone, but whatever, doesn't matter. Bomb and stone is what you need, and we can finally finish the level. And pretty much you have, instead of a mini boss, you have a bunch of little drops of water coming from above. And that's the entire health. Yay, we win! And then we have a very interesting section here. And be careful because your hitbox is very wonky. Like, for example, if I was like, say, right here. In modern Kirby games, that would pretty much just kind of, I think, would kind of like shove you over to the right a little bit. But there just somehow manages to clip you. And I could have swear I've done this level before too, where I could be even closer or further away than that and still count it as a crush. But, I don't know. I just noticed that in this game in particular, the hitbox is a lot larger than normal modern Kirby games. So this is something to keep aware of in this particular section. And of course, the one free spots you do have, I don't know how I fell for that. I saw it coming too, but as soon as I fell down there and jumped there, I knew it was out. I knew it was too late at that point. And the few spaces that are free here as well end up having an enemy in between them too. So you're trying to avoid taking damage while also avoid getting squished at the same time. And these also move a lot quicker than you see in modern Kirby games too, between the platforms. I will say, playing this game again, the leeway room, it's probably a lot harder for a regular simple playthrough than most modern Kirby games. I mean, it's not really saying too much, I guess. I mean, the puzzles are a lot more simplistic, yes, but in terms of the platforms and environments and things that could possibly potentially kill you, there's a lot more going on in this game. But that's pretty much it. I'm not going to get that. Can I go back? No, I can't. Alright, might as well go for the large star, I guess. Not even that star was not enough to give me another 1-up. Come on. Anyway, I think that's pretty much it. So next time in Kirby 64, we will be doing, well, we'll be finishing up, we're not on Rockstar, Neostar. There we go. See you guys next time.